It's been an up and down year for the T-Wolves, and right now it's back down.
Last time that the Dickinson Midgets won a state championship was 2007, and that was with the coach on the other side of the court. And you have to not only live with that, you did live with that a couple of years ago when you guys were roommates.
AP was on the field at US Bank. He tore his meniscus back in week 2. This is about all the running he would do in this game, though.
The Demons beat Minot last week to set this whole crazy scenario up, but they did get a little banged up, and that has Coach Mark Gibson concerned and also a little bit upset about having to face the Magi, then the Patriots in back-to-back weeks. So this is going to be a big one for Gabby Bull down low for the Marauders, as it has been for a while. She's shooting 60% in conference play, averaging 16 points a game.
Not liking the weather this week? Well, imagine experiencing it for the first time after living in Africa your entire life.
Snow? You say, yeah. I said I've never seen snow before. And the moment I step out of the plane, it was so cold.
Bartholomew Ogbu is a junior at Shiloh Christian, but 2 years ago this week, he said goodbye to his family in his native Nigeria and boarded a flight for North Dakota, his first time on a plane.
My mom and my dad, decided that if I have an opportunity like this, they will support me with everything they got. And that was the main thing. They come here to get a better education and to forward my education.
He arrived at Shiloh straight from the airport, bags in hand, but he was in for a rude awakening.
And I was asking, where am I going to sleep? Where's my room or something? Do you guys have a boarding house? And he was like, no, we don't have a boarding house.
There were host families, though. And then Superintendent Morgan Fornes provided him a room and a home.
I was kind of scared because I've never been in a room alone in my life. I always, have to sleep with my siblings back in Nigeria.
Thankfully, he discovered comfort food.
Pepperoni pizza. I was eating pepperoni in the morning, afternoon, almost every time. I just want to eat pepperoni pizza.
To work off all those slices, Ogbu joined the basketball team. He had played a little in Nigeria, but there were still some considerable growing pains.
He would just hammer everyone. Didn't know what a foul was.
We were kind of taking bets that to see how long it was going to take him to fall out, because he was trying to block every shot that went up.
Soon Bartholomew took to the sport, but a new problem arose. Fornes took a job 3 hours away at Central Cass, and public school would complicate matters with Ogbu's visa.
He thought his world was falling apart, and I looked at him and I said, well, what do you want me to do? And he said, can I live with you? And I said, sure. So I called my wife up and I said, I guess we're having an exchange student. I hope you're all right with it.
He has been my friend ever since, and he's like a father figure to me right now.
The cold's not so bad when someone's there to show you a little warmth. With this spotlight on Ogbu, for NBC North Dakota Sports, I'm Clayton Collier.
The second-ranked Minot has won 4 straight since losing their top ranking to Dickinson. With the Midgets dropping Thursday's game to Century, today was a chance for the Magi to show they belong back as kings of Class A. Minot going for 5 straight in Legacy's territory, and these guys got up and down in a hurry. Kewan Johnson with the corner triple. He had 8 points in the first 3 minutes of this one, but Legacy, they were going shot for shot. Kobe Bosch from beyond the arc stakes the Sabres to a 2-point lead. But the Magi kept at it. Alex Shimke, a nice jab step. He gets fouled, and he gets the friendly roll. All 3 right there as the Minot go on to win 72-64 over Legacy. Earlier this afternoon, the Braves had the Coyotes. The Braves already staked to a big lead, but Kobe Clausen cuts it with the putback here. It's a 13-point Mandan lead. They answer back immediately with Trey Wiest. He knocks down the 15-footer. He had 16 on the day as Mandan cruises to a 98-52 win over Williston. Steckler with 30 points in the win. The 6th-ranked Skyhawks bounce back from losing 3 of their last 4. They beat Newtown 79-64, and the 4th-ranked Trinity takes their 8th straight, a 34-point win over Watford City. Hazen picked up a road win at Beulah, and while Bowman County lost tonight, Dylan Scott reached his 1,000th point tonight. He's only a junior. It's been an up-and-down season for the UMary men, but at 8-11, they're tied with Minot for 4th in the North. So sentimentals aside, a win on Senior Day could mean home court advantage in the Northern Sun Tournament. Marauders seeking back-to-back home wins for the first time since December as Pat Thomas pokes it away and he gets it to Brian Jefferson. Two-handed slam there. He went 8 of 11 from the floor, had 20 points. Now Thomas kicks it out to Aaron Collins. He drains it from deep. as the Marauders are in front by 6. Later in the half, the Bulldogs trying to work the paint game, as that one is Benson. He backs down Trevor Zocker, angles it off the right block, but it's Mary who wins this one 81-66 as they get the victory and move into 4th place, as the women also won their end of the doubleheader 65-51. With the win for the men, that moves them into sole possession of 4th, as Minot lost in overtime. The women don't gain any ground for the Marauders, as Minot State couldn't get the job done against St. Cloud State. In NAIA, the Blue Hawks split the day. The women picked up their 14th straight win. The Bison went 1-1 on the day as well. The women dropped their 8th straight. They fall to 5-20 on the year. Same story for the Fighting Hawks, except for the UND women. The loss ends a 7-game winning streak. In hockey, it's been a rough go of it for the Bobcats. They've lost 5 straight and dropped to the bottom of the Central Division. Last time the Bobcats won was against the Blizzard 3 weeks ago. They had them tonight. And the Brookings on the power play, but don't tell that one to Noah Borman. He sends it in off the left pipe. Just the 2nd of the year for him. It stakes the Bobcats to the early lead. They're back at full strength. Matt Barry feeds Mitt Alexander. The backhand shot just finds its way past Josh Boyko for the Bobcats' 2nd of the night, as they snap their 5-game skid and they win it 4-2, as it is Minot who's leading the Wilderness in the 3rd period right now, 2-0. And in high school, Mandan defeated Beulah Hazen 12-0. That's the same score from when they last faced off in the season opener. And Minot with a lopsided win as well, 10-4 over Jamestown.
Good to see the Bobcats get on the right track.
Yeah, after falling to the bottom, good to get back up.
For sure. Thank you so much, Clayton. Keep it here.